I've gone into a lot of detail about the ideal of domesticity and its relation to the double bind of difference. And to some extent, I've questioned the claim that the ideal of domesticity alone is the thing that creates the double bind of difference. Now, why do I mention this? Well, it creates a challenge for feminist jurisprudence and feminist philosophy and feminist thought more generally. What is that challenge? The challenge is to show that there is a possible and feasible set of arrangements that eliminates things like the double bind of difference. So the challenge is to show that it is possible and feasible, right, to have a set of arrangements, right, that equally treats men and women equally, that doesn't create some kind of arbitrary disadvantage for either sex, right? Or in certain cases, we might say either gender. So that's the challenge, right? And it's something that feminists have worked on. Right? And I'd also point out it is a place, right, where feminism has a very strong potential to go beyond simply talking about women's issues. Let me give you an example. I think I may have earlier mentioned Frederica Matthews Green. Frederica Matthews Green talks about what she sees as changes in feminism through the years, and she's critical of these changes. She said that when she was in her 20s, someone came and said, "Isn't this great? A woman has become the vice president of IBM or some other major corporation." And she said, "Well, why should we be happy about this? We don't want to get women into the rat race. We want to change the system." So this is a place where feminists might have some room to say, this is not just disadvantaging women. Right? The way we've arranged things is not good for human beings in general. And we need to rethink things, right, so that not just to liberate women, but to make something more humane for everyone. And so that's both the challenge and the promise for feminism, or I should say a challenge for and a promise for feminism, to show that there can be a world which is equally just to men and women. And also, right, it raises the possibility that in working through that, we could find ways that things are more humane and more livable for everyone.